want. Okay, you happy now? Hello, hello, hello. I just fed the pets. Hopefully they won't bother us too much. Yesterday was a high and low day. Man. So I was working on my yard. The lawnmower was working and then stopping and then working and then stopping, and I just got tired of it. So I decided to change the gasket and the diaphragm, and now it works even less. But we're getting a lawnmower soon. It'll be here. Now they say it's going to be here on Tuesday. Before they said it was going to be here on Wednesday. I put in an order for some more comics because you're going to lose big. And what else? I got an email from the job in Columbia. I don't know if I told you. I was put in for a job for Columbia that was going to be paying way too much money. They want a bachelor's. And I don't have a bachelor's. 4 classes. That's all I needed. But Sallie Mae Loans wouldn't give me the money. They said no. I said, but I told them, I said, listen, I asked for too much. You give me a little. No, I asked for too much, and my school only takes a little. Why are you doing it this time differently? And they wouldn't answer. Thank you, Sallie Mae. Thank you. I mean, 4 classes I had. 4. That's all I needed to finish. Now, unfortunately, my school is so screwed up. 2 of the classes conflict. Technical communications and probability and statistics are only offered at the same time. Probability and statistics is only offered once a year in the fall. So because I didn't take it now, I'd have to wait an entire year to take it again. And it's a required class. Who puts a required class once a year? My school. My school does this. I don't know. I mean, I have one more hope, but it's not a hope. It's going to fall through too. I know it. And then technical communications, I could take it in the springtime. Programming languages only offered in the springtime. So I have a fall class and a spring class. It's impossible for me to finish my 4 classes in one semester because they broke it up. And I just want to email my advisor and just yell and scream and say, this is stupid. But what's that going to accomplish? Nothing. Just me bitching some more. No one's going to help. No one can help. I'm just tired. But he's fed, or he's got food in his belly. He's got a lot of food in his belly. He had some dry food this morning, then he had some of my grits, and then he had some of his own food. And as long as that cat keeps... Oh, who's on the table? Is that Midnight? Are you on that table? Because Boots is right behind us. As long as Midnight keeps that bowl on the table, then yeah, people won't be able to get at me. I know. I was going through some old comics, and I'm always like wondering what makes a good comic and what makes a bad comic. I mean, Constantine is a superhero comic, right? DC. Yeah, I mean, because I even have Huey, Dewey, and Louie's. Those are definitely not superhero comics. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is Hellblazer number 29 from May of 1990. And let me see. It is written by, and if I say the names wrong, I do apologize. I mean, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they had no artist names, no writer name, no credits anywhere. I had to like search because I'm trying to do a database for it. Jamie Delano, the artists, there's two of them. It took two people to do this. Ron Tyner, Kevin Walker, and then the colors were done by Tom Ziuko. Letters were by Gasper, and the assistant editor is Tom Payer, and the editor is Karen Berger. Berger. But you're looking at this thing. Okay, you got a big panel here, and then little panels. Little, and I'm like, and I'm also trying to figure out angles, because like DNC is always like, oh, you got to think about, like here and here. You got to think about how that's going, how that's going, and oh, he's a lot better at this. Oh, I loved this movie when it came out. I know everyone else hated it. I loved Ford Fairlane. It was dice. More panel, and I'm thinking about this, and I'm remembering original comics. They would do is, because it's kind of funny that it was written on newspapers. They would just take, they would have the comic strips in newspapers, like the Superman, the Weekly Adventures, or the Daily Adventures of Superman, and they would just take all of them, and just paste them into a book, and that was your first comic books. It was just pasting, and I'm like panel. I mean, is this exciting in any way? Are you like, oh my god, what's going on here? Is this fun? It's like the comics. It's like the advertisements. Oh, for mature readers, they got this new book coming out called Borderland for mature readers. Now, this is suggested for mature readers. That is for mature readers, and I think they have like 3 cuss words in it. I'm like, how does that make it for mature? It's like they're trying to make it for mature readers. Huh? Panel. Look at that. That's more exciting. This one picture is more exciting than the whole entire comic book so far. Panel, and then letters. Dear Hellblazer, I read your book. It's very boring. More exciting than this whole entire. So I think I'm getting it, and like I got a whole bunch of ghost story comics or scary comics. I understand they're not supposed to be action, but I mean, I guess they could be. I would say that's not a good comic, especially when this is number 29, and then you see this one, and you're like, huh. Now, this one has a gun on it and a mask and I guess some cave drawings. It's, and this one has a heart with a face in it. Looks like a drawing. I do not believe that that's traced. John Constantine, Hellblazer, Hold Me, Neil Gaiman, Dave McKean, huh? Yeah, wait a second. What's going on here? And then the first page, you're like, whoa, this is not panel anymore. These guys are like taking that page and they're just doing what they want. They're making the page their bitch. Look at that. Oh, am I on the guy's face? I mean, look. Hold me. I mean, come on. It was Fat Ronnie's idea. It was so cold that spring. Fat Ronnie and Sylvia from Hull used to hang around together, and somewhere along the way, Jacko wound up wandering with them. So when the old Bill came around with the bloody hoses at 3 in the morning, when they just got settled under the bridge, why then Fat Ronnie said, "Sod this for a game of soldiers. He's a swig, you bastard. Let's go find us somewhere warm." They snuck around the estate like shabby real estate, like shabby rats, passing the bottle from hand to hand. They found their bolt hole on the 4th floor. No light or power, no food still. Somewhere to be. Somewhere to hide until things got warmer. It was so cold. It was so very cold that spring. And then hold me. But come on! How does that do that? Just like, you're like, that's why some people on this planet can just be a total asshole to people. They can be total douchebags. Neil Gaiman's one of them. He is a total asshole to people, and he can be. Because he tells good stories. If you could tell, if you know what you can do, and you do it, you can do whatever you want. Man, how does that change? And let's just see. I just need to see one thing. Oh yeah, it's on there. Written by Neil Gaiman, drawn by Dave McKean. I always think it's weird how they change it. They're writers, or they're written by, script by, and then they have like ink by, color by, letters by, penciler. This is drawn by Dave McKean, lettered by Todd Klein, colored by Dave McKean and Danny Vozo, associate editor Art Young. Now I'm thinking that the associate editor has a lot to do with things. The editor has like nothing to do with it. Because it's the same editor. Karen Berger was in both of them. Well, if she had anything to do with that one, why is she allowing this to be 27 and that to be 29? I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. Because I mean, this is March, that's May. So you're a kid picking up or a mature kid, and you're picking up these comics. You're like, why is one looking like a comic strip and one's looking like a comic book? What's going on here? So yeah, if I was going to get rid of them, and to tell you the difference, this I saw is worth at least $13. At least. And it still has the Nightbreed insert into it. This one, $2.40. Now it cost $150 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So that markup sucks. But this is at least $13. I'm just amazed that. I mean, listen, even back then we didn't have quality control, but we had like really good artists, and we didn't shit on them. So I gotta say, we didn't blast them. We didn't be mean to them. We just let them do what they wanted to do. Some are good, some are bad. But that one, I mean, so you could tell the difference. One just grips you, and one's like, oh, I think he's talking about his dad died or something. I don't really care. John, I don't care. But the other one, you're like, he's talking about 3 homeless people just walking down the street, passing a bottle between them. What? And why do I want to read more? Why do I know that it's springtime and it's flipping cold out? Oh. So I do have other ones to read. These are new, but I don't know if they're going to be any good. The good old days. Are they the good old days? I don't know. I guess we'll find out today. Trying to see if anyone's name's on it. Seeley, Fabry, Dalavici, Strachan. Oh, I found out that someone on who works on Borderland blocks me. What you gonna do? Oh, I thought it was funny. So the guy who blocks me, reasons I'm broke, he has a website. I'm on his website. He has a picture of me on his website. That is so cute. I posted that. I said, "Oh my God, this guy's blocking me, and I'm on his website. This is so cool." So then I said, "Reason why I'm broke? I know why you're broke. If you want to know, just let me know. I'll tell you." So yeah, I only got a couple more comics to go through. Then I want to go through everything again, just to see. I don't know. I got an idea, but I don't know if it'll work. Maybe I should write down the idea, see if it floats, see if it sticks to the wall. We've been talking for way too long. Say goodbye to the cat's butt. That's all you'll get of him. You can't even see his tail because my cup's in the way. It's just water. And meow meow meow. That's it from us. We already had breakfast, and so that's it. So chill out, y'all. Remember, it can always get worse. With peace and love, deuce to the face. We are out of here. Hopefully, you get what you want. If you don't get what you want, it's the weekend. Relax. We are out of here. Hopefully, we'll watch some movies. I'm looking at a movie called The Mother of Invention, but they also have Saw 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Vudu for free. So I might have to binge through those. Sorry. 9, 3, 18. Remember, in the book of David, chapter 9, verses 3 to 18. Remember that. Peace and love. We are out of here. Bye-bye.